The Knicks ready to enjoy that one-of-a-kind New York home court advantage. Coming into the building earlier tonight. Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And we're pleased to have on the sidelines tonight, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Well, thank you very much. Now, the 90s NBA was physical, and no team embodied that more than the Knicks. When the league cracked down with rule changes in 1997, it was seen as a direct response to New York. Then Nick Doc Rivers said, "Those."
All right, David, thank you.
Here we go.
It'll be the Knicks off the tip. So the opening lineup for the Heat. At the guard spots, Lowry and Hero. Butler out there with Caleb Martin. And it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle.
Josh Hart won't always have his shot falling, but the hustle is there. And a great energy guy with major impact on the floor. And he wanted everybody in the building to feel that ferocity.
And we did. Yeah. And we felt it. Even over here, we felt it. Now, here's Hart. Brunson. Good work defensively by Lowry. And for Josh Hart, he's a fan favorite because of his hustle.
And that can go a long way in the NBA. Hart looks like a typical 3-and-D player, but he also has that intangible of igniting a team. Well, he'll run through a wall to win, but sometimes Jimmy Butler can drive his coach up a wall. Despite that tendency, though, to embrace conflict, this guy has worked it.
And Greg, last season, Butler and Spoelstra got into it on the sideline. We all saw it. It was an interesting moment.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of phrasing it. That manic intensity, perhaps necessary at times for a player who competes as hard as Jimmy.
It's been a quick start for Miami. Pulls it from 20. Good. Butler's got 7.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now here's Randall. Hart, wide open. He fires. New York missing again. Adebayo finds Lowry. Butler from outside. Drills it from outside. 10 points for him.
And you know what? They've been on a nice run here. Had the ability to widen the gap. Now they are rolling.
This is a dominant stretch. I am so impressed with how they've played together as a unit over this last stretch.
And so New York calls timeout. They're first. Just over a minute and a half played here in this one.
Well, as somebody who grew up in New York and New Jersey, I was a Knicks fan, right? They have such a great history. Think back to the championship team of the 70s, Walt Clyde Frazier, then the Patrick Ewing era, Bernard King. They have had so many Hall of Famers.
And Doris, growing up around New York, what makes this Knicks franchise so special?
Well, I think certainly the energy of the city, the passion for the game of basketball, playing in the Mecca, how fired up opponents are to play in Midtown Manhattan. The Knicks are a team that everyone follows.
That one falls for Brunson. And Miami making a change here. Love's checked in. And both free throws good for Brunson.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. There's the steal. Here's Grimes. He's covered by Hero. And again, it's the Knicks missing. And here's Miami. They're on a 10-2 run here. Butler finds Lowry. The kick outside to Butler. The shot's good on the assist by Lowry. 12 points for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Well, you set the tempo early, and when you get command and control of a game, it's perfect.
Here's Hartenstein. Out to the wing. To the paint. Outside for Randall. New York, no good that time either. And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for Miami. Lobs it up for Lowry. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Barrett. To the wing right side. And a miss there on the triple. Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Miami ahead, leading by 10. And don't go.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Kid.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Heat?
The offense firing on all cylinders. They dominated that first period.
That's exactly the start you want. You take complete command. Now you've got to maintain that focus.
It's a Robinson out there with Toppin. Then there's Emmanuel Quickly. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Grimes in at the three, the small forward. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
And that's a momentum shifter. A steal leading straight to the basket.
In the corner, it's Martin. Buries the long-range jumper. Martin's got the lead up to 11 now for the Heat. And sometimes in the closing moments, NBA games can slow to a crawl. Of course, you and I know that firsthand. Intentional fouls, replay reviews. What should the league revise in terms of that?
The most important thing they did is take some of the replay reviews and allow Secaucus to deal with it. That speeds up action. The fact of the matter is fouls and free throws at the end of the game are part of strategy. And yes, we need to be quick with replay reviews, but we have to understand this is strategic and important stuff that happens.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
Free throw good. Hart. The Knicks making a switch here. Rose is checked in. Vincent's checked in for Miami. And so he makes both from the line. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Miami calls their first timeout of the game.
For viewers, timeout's a chance to check your phone, grab a drink, but for the teams, it's all about business.
Well, there's something that the coach doesn't like. I'm curious to see which kind of adjustment he makes here.
A different look for Miami. Adebayo is checked in for Love. Jimmy Butler comes in for Vincent, and Hero subbed in for Victor Oladipo. We play just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Three-pointer, Butler, and that's good. Robinson picking up the assists. Butler's got 15.
Now, the reliability in the catch-and-shoot game important. The floor is spaced. You got to be prepared to make shots. Jimmy Butler says, give me the ball.
Robinson kicks to Rose. Back to Robinson. It's Hart on the wing. From downtown. New York, no good that time either. Miami leading by 12. Here's Butler. And he uses the glass on the layup. Butler's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Don't you love the mentality of Jimmy Butler? He almost embraces the contact, invites the contact.
Robinson finds Rose. 1:02 left in the first half of basketball. And the dunk by Robinson.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Robinson against Adebayo. Outside, Hero. And again, Miami with the triple.
And a legitimate threat to connect from deep. Harrell doesn't lack confidence trying his luck from there.
Here's Quickly. That one's not going to go. Miami's gone a very strong 4 for 5 from three-point land in the ball game. Here's Robinson, and another basket for Miami.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
Quickly, that one falls.
This guy reads situations so well, and he knows how to execute.
And it's Butler with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Shoots the three. Hits it from three-point range. Butler's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Heat.
Boy, this is huge for Butler's confidence. If the perimeter game with range is working, it is very difficult to deal with this guy.
And so it's Miami holding a big 18-point lead to close the quarter. And we'll see if they can keep. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. You talk about dialed in.
Well, the break certainly didn't have a cooling effect on him at all. He's in a great rhythm, looking comfortable and confident.
Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. The wing set for him, Hero and Butler. Martin is out there with Bam Adebayo. And it's Lowry in at the point guard position. Goes up at the stripe. He doesn't hit that one. And the Heat going the other way now. Inside, here's Hero. Three-pointer, Butler, and the Heat, another three.
Well, you can tell Jimmy Butler is feeling it on the offensive end. When he's in rhythm, he will look to be aggressive.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. Here's Barrett, trying to get open as Randall, misses the layup.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
The Heat have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Here's what Miami's going with right now. Love's check in for Martin. Max Strus comes in for Butler. And it's Gabe Vincent in for Tyler Hero. Looking to end the run. Brunson, no good. Miami's gone 6 of 7 from long range tonight. They've been on fire from way outside. To the wing on the left. Here's Adebayo. Count that bucket.
Yeah, they're rolling right now. That lead continues to grow.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
New York calls timeout. Manuel Quickly, he's checked in for New York. And Miami with a change here too. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry. Now, here's Quickly. He's guarded closely.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game.
Butler passes to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And everything is dropping for them. Terrific second half run.
And I think it's been all about their offensive efficiency, shooting the lights out in this quarter.
Pass to Hartenstein. Dishes it to Barrett. On the wing quickly. New York, no good that time either.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. to the inside. Here's Randall. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And with that bucket, he ceases a 14-0 run by Miami.
Butler against Barrett. Butler goes in.
Jimmy Butler is unafraid to take and make tough shots. Nice one there.
Randall with the ball. Great D that time from Love. Jimmy Butler has been on display for Miami. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. Right back at
Your Knicks City Kings.
in a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
You know a thing or two about a point guard's job. Set the table for your teammates. Done there perfectly.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fournier out there with Obi Toppin. And it's Rose, and it's Hartenstein in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks.
Well, there's a solid handle that Jimmy Butler is working with, and his ability to create with the ball in his hands becoming special.
Oh, what an impressive dribble drive. That replay brought to you by Mobile One.
Still going hard, and that kind of energy and effort is how they built this league.
Fournier. Vincent with the rebound.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
And that one drops for him. Butler's got 34 points.
I'll tell you, it's one thing to do this at home, another to do it in a hostile environment.
Boy, just sheer dominance, the ability to step into enemy territory and flat out take over. This is impressive.
Rose gets the bucket.
Well, this is one of Rose's few offensive limitations, right? That consistency from deep range, but he drills that one.
And the foul on Rose. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? You've got to always be in control of your emotions.
Duncan Robinson, he's checked in for Max Strus. Count it. Butler's got 16 points here in the second half.
Each year, this guy refines the jumper a little bit more, and that sets everything else up for Jimmy Butler.
Rose kicks to Fournier. Off target from three-point range. The Heat have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Yurtseven finds Butler. Back to Yurtseven. To the middle from 12 feet out. And it's Miami with another.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Heat.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought. An all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that in the men. They just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jimmy Butler.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Here's Rose, passes it to Toppin. Here's Hartenstein. Back to Toppin. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Fournier. It's hauled in by the Heat. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And they double up Butler. Down low, good save it. Trying to get open is Butler. Lays it up and banks it in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Takes a step back. Toppin, no one around him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. From deep. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I know you see defenses like that all the time, but it didn't seem to slow you down.
Not really. I mean, I guess I just had it going. we started double teaming them too, you know, and then they got so many great shooters, man. It's just good to win, though. At the end of the day, we won.
Yeah, I know that's what counts, man, but congrats on the win. Thanks. Back to you.
All right, David, thank you.